Yes, my people, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. I'm just going to do yesterday's market review. I didn't get time to do it last night. So, again, look at the bottom, it's 3 o'clock. So, let's see what price is doing. So, in the 1 hour chart, I would say overall we are still bullish based on the 1 hour. So, obviously, we've had this market structure break. And then, if we're looking at SBS, then 1, 2, 3, look, price is swept. 4, 5. And then potentially you start looking for longs to take you back up. We don't quite tap this area here, but we do tap this area here. And some people might have this as the zone. Obviously, I don't agree with that one, but at the end of the day, what happened? The lows got swept. But overall, I'll say we are bullish externally, based on my 1 hour chart. Because if this is my low, this is my weak high that I'd like for price to run, then it looks like potentially now that price is just in that downtrend and potentially it wants to make low lows, low highs, tap into something and then start making its way back up. So now that I understand that my higher time frame is bullish, however, I understand that my low time frame could be bearish internally. Remember that? So if you go down to my 5 minute, can you see how it was making lower lows and lower highs? Took out this low, took out this low, took out this low. So again, low, lower low, lower high, failed to make a new lower low. That's the first indication that price wants to flip, and then now potentially price is matching my higher time frame, which is the 1 hour chart. So what can I start doing? I can start looking for longs. If you use the 50 minute as your bias, then you could essentially say that, well, bearish, because the SMA is bearish. So someone else might have this zone here, and within this zone, obviously you have your 1, 2, 3. You wait for sweep, and the price could take you down. However, I don't know. This is a 50 minute. I kind of low key prefer the 5. I mean 1 hour now, but let's see what's happened now. So ironically, we've had a flip here, and within this area, technically this is my SNDR. I can always narrow it down to this area here as well, but I would like for price to sweep these lows at least, and then I'll potentially start to look for something to get in. I could also narrow it down to this area here. So it really depends up to you and what you feel comfortable with. And let's see how price plays out, because I don't even know. Okay, so we made a higher high. So okay, cool. So we now have this zone here. See what happens. Okay, so we come back. Okay, yeah, so we've tapped back into this zone. We have, this will be my 1, that will be my 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5 to take us back up. Someone else might have it like this, where this is a 1, this is a 2, this is a 3, and then 4, 5. Obviously, I would prefer this one, yeah. As we come back, tap into the zone. Around here, we don't. It's liquidity, but it's not proper liquidity. But yeah, so we've had the sweep. And now if we go to the 5 minute, 1 minute, sorry. Let's see how price is. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can spot that, but we went from failed to make a lower low, and then now we took out this previous high. So already that's the first indication that price wants to flip. If you let me just go back to the 5 minute. I don't know if you tap the 618. I'm gonna check right now. Yeah, so you do tap the 618. So you could have entered off the 618 if that's your cup of tea. Let's see if we can try get an entry. I mean, to be fair, there are so many ways to get in. I mean, technically I could get in now, like this. But there's no indication that price wants to keep going higher. I mean, you could say we've had a trend line break, like that. So that could be the indication that price wants to keep going higher. And we do have RSI. So that's the RSI divergence. So that's also probably another confluence that you could use to get yourself in. Obviously, this is a 1 minute entry. There's also a chance that this I could get cooked here because you haven't mitigated the zone properly. So there's also a chance that we might come back and tap into this area here before shooting up. But let's see how you do. And then obviously if you let price play out. And I mean, what's the highest it got up to? 1.4. So I mean, at 1 hour I'd move my stop to break even. By the way, you would have got stopped out using that 1 minute entry. This will look like on the 1 minute. Came close, but you know, get stopped out. But anywho, let's just say, let me just rewind that back. So on the 1 minute, where we had the flip, so look, we took out this high, came back. Let's see if we take out this high. Yep, so we've taken out that high. So now if I want to potentially catch a trade, what can I start to look for? Start to look for SBS, start to look for things to potentially get me in. And let's see what happens. So look, tap SBS. So I mean, it's not the greatest, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have the 618. Tapped it nicely. We had this Wick fractal that we've also swept. I don't know if you guys can see that. We've also swept this low within this Wick fractal, so you could even have this as your SBS. 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5. You see that? Let me just delete the other one for a hot second. You see that? Look, and it did sweep. And then now look, price shoots back up. Let price play out, and then bang, and then that's your trade there. Let's say you wasn't happy with that one, then that's not an issue. Drag this up, and now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you start the 618. Would I take this? I mean, we did. It looks like we did mitigate 50%. Yeah, it looks like we did. Oh yeah, it looks like we did. So the chances of this always holding is going to be hard. But can you see how we had this wick fractal where price wanted to mitigate it deeper, and then now look, price shot up, and plus remember you're going to be following your SMA. So despite you not getting in straight away through somewhere here, there was an entry here, there was an entry there, and there's a potential entry here. So when you're patient and you're not trying to force the play, then you're gonna be alright. Remember what I said, follow the plan, see the setup, trade the setup. And even, let's see if I've got any RSIs here. Not RSIs here, but either way, we had that first one over here. And if we go to a 5 minute, this is what it looks like. And then yeah, there's not much going on. Obviously, if, let's say you was not using the 1 minute, then you also have SPS here. It's quite hard to see, but this is my 1, 2, 3 price swept, 4, 5. That's the one that shot up. And then you also have 1, 2, 3. Look, price swept, 4, 5. And look what happened. Price shot back up. And I know it's quite hard to see on the 5 minute, but these are things that you will gradually pick up over time. Just got to kind of be patient. So again, like if I was to get up my notes, what's the time? 11 o'clock. So if I was to get to my notes, price was clearly bullish. Potential was internally bearish at the time, but we flipped bullish. Price was in a continuation, pullback phase, and then it flipped to continuation. My SMAs were both bullish. We had an unmitigated zone at the time. We had SPS. We had a fractal. We had origins. Higher time frame zone, obviously 1 hour/5 minute. I don't think we had any imbalances, but you could say even here, look, this is an imbalance that we tapped into. So yeah, we had RSI divergence. Obviously, price was in an area of discount, support and resistance in terms of SPS model 2. I mean, you could always say that. Let me just clear the charts. You could always say that that works out. See that? Where that's your 1, that's your 2, that's your 3. Look, price sweat and price shoots up. So the wrong way is to understand that there's other ways of entering in it, pretty much. You even have this one here. Let me just delete this one. You even have this one here, where this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then let price shoots up. So honestly, it really depends. You have this one here. Delete that one. And then this one you also have, look, 1, 2, 3, yeah, set 4, 5. See that? These things don't happen for no reason, like hence why Stoic has brought them up. It's just being able to train your eyes to see them. But yeah, so you could say we had support and resistance. Yeah, we could say that. And obviously, do you have any failure swings? Yes, we did. So what I mean by failure swings is, if we're making lower lows and lower highs, when we make a lower high, this high should make a lower low. The minute we fail to make a lower low, that's a failure swing, especially after we take out this high. So that's the first step where price wants to potentially flip and go back up. So obviously you had, in terms of entry, you had 618 limit, S&D flip. I don't think you guys know that yet. Buy stop, sell stop, depending on what you want to use. And then yeah, like obviously follow the rules, saw the setup, traded the setup, and that's it for today. And I'll see you guys whenever I see you guys. Remember guys, victory belongs to the most tenacious. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ciao. Well, today, later.